It's from one of the sister, and she's currently living in Nepal. So what she has written, I'll read it out for you. Hello sis, I just saw your video regarding mental health. मलाई आजभोलि एकदमै नेगेटिभ थट्सहरू आउँछ. मेरो 2 वर्षको बेबी छ. उसलाई पनि इमेजिनेसनमा मसँग झगडा गर्दा 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 पिरोल्दा एकदमै पनिसमेन्ट दिउँ जस्तो लाग्छ 2 वर्षको बच्चालाई. मलाई थाहा छ यस्तो गर्न हुँदैन, राम्रो कुरा होइन भन्ने नेगेटिभ हो भन्ने थाहा छ, तर पनि अटोमेटिकली आउँछ कि यति धेरै रिस उठ्छ कि बच्चालाई नै पनिसमेन्ट गर्न मन लाग्छ. मलाई यो क्वेसन प्लिज डक्टरसँग सोधिदिनु होला. यो भिडियो देखेपछि मलाई चाहिँ आफ्नो कुरा अगाडि राख्न मन थियो. मेरो नाम मेन्सन नगरिदिनु होला. के यो पोस्टपार्टम डिप्रेसन हो or something else, where should I go for a help भनेर सोध्नु भएको छ.
नेपालमा हुनुहुन्छ?
हजुर, उहाँ चाहिँ नेपालमा हुनुहुन्छ. मेरो टिकटक भिडियो हेरेपछि चाहिँ उहाँलाई यस्तो थट्स आइरहेको छ. प्लिज एक्चुअली डक्टरसँग सोधिदिनु होला भन्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो. वाट सी सुड डु डक्टर?
Now, the postpartum depression, it's very common.
Do you think what symptoms she has is a postpartum depression?
Looks like, and it looks like she is a risk as well. Yeah, and then infanticides has happened in the postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's risk to the kid as well.
When you say risk, doctor, what are the risks?
Because she's having these thoughts that she might harm the kid. She doesn't want to, but you don't know when the depression, the black cloud covers you. Like there was a case of, I forgot the name of the doctor. She was a psychiatrist. And she was a practicing psychiatrist in UK. And what happened was she had struggled with bipolar all her life.
Okay.
Yeah, and then in India she was receiving the treatment. Then after that she went to UK, started working, and then what she did was she was self-prescribing her own medication.
Okay.
And then she went to the period of mania. She felt that she doesn't need to be on a medicine anymore. She stopped taking the medicine. And then she started having these thoughts that her son, I think who was 1 or 2 years of age, is evil or devil or something.
Oh my God.
And then she put her son on fire. Yeah, and then after that she put herself on fire. So this incident happened in 2005. So postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis are quite risky.
Sure.
That's why over here, whenever somebody has got the postpartum depression or postpartum psychosis, we refer for at least for a short-term case management, so that there is a case manager there, there is a regular review by the psychiatrist there, and plus we have got this all this midwife, the ops guy team, everybody, we work together, and there is a separate clinic for them, like a Safe Start clinic or perinatal mental health clinic for them, because it's a risky, yeah, and yeah, with her, what I would recommend is, she has got good insight that these thoughts she doesn't want to.
Correct.
But when this postpartum depression, all these black clouds surround somebody, you can't predict. Yeah.
So what she should do now?
I would recommend her to see a psychiatrist soon. Yeah. Start on some medication.
Go and see the psychiatrist, because in Nepal, the system.
In Nepal, it's much more easier. Over here, you have to go to the GP, get referred to the
Correct, that's what I was
psychiatrist. You have
about
to
to
wait
say.
maybe for months. In Nepal, you can go and see a psychiatrist directly. There are a lot of good psychiatrists in Nepal. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you recommend strongly for her to go and see
See
the
a
psychiatrist ASAP.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, what she can do at home, doctor, to prevent not having these thoughts? Can she do something?
Now, in the meantime, look, basically all these negative thoughts are coming there. It looks like we have to do, basically look into her, number one, why these negative thoughts are coming. What's bothering her? Is the husband supportive? Is the in-laws are supportive? Or something happening with the in-laws there, or with the husband there? Is a financial thing happening there? We basically have to look at the causes there, and plus organic. Look at if the medical thing is happening there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then after that, the other, look at the organic, and then look at the cause, what's happening there. Yeah. And then try to basically try to be more positive. The negative things are happening, just ask her this, she must be literate, all that thing, right? Try
Looks
that.
like.
So if you start with the psychological session, I don't know in Nepal, like how many like how do the psychologists practice?
Works.
Yeah, but she can print that book, the CBT for Dummies, and do that every two chapters in a
Sure.
week, so that she can change her own thinking pattern, because she knows that the way she is thinking is wrong. How to change that thinking pattern into more positive one, or she can do other online CBT classes if she want, which are free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
CBT for Dummies is the one who
yeah.
you think
So she
should.
can print that, and what the psychologist actually does here in Australia, she can do on her own to
Wow.
change her thinking pattern. Like she knows that's a negative thinking. Now she has to change that negative into more positive thinking. But on top of that, I would recommend for the psychiatrist with some medication as well.
Yeah. Thank you, doctor.
And there are lots, few antidepressants. Like a lot of the antidepressants do react with the lactation as well. So be mindful. There are only few antidepressants which are mother-baby safe, and she has to select that one. The
Sure.
doctor has to select that one, which is mother-baby safe there.
Correct. Again, definitely go and see the psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, doctor. I'll reach out to that sister as well.
Yeah. And then if the family is there, just tell someone what's going on. Don't
Yeah,
keep
go
to
and talk to
herself,
them.
at least to her mom or husband or someone. Talk to other people. Only talking that can, Nepal has got a very good family dynamics there, good family support there.
Correct.
Tell someone what's happening.
Yeah, don't keep
Ask
it
for
within
help.
yourself.
Ask for help.
Don't keep it within yourself. Go and talk to
Yeah.
someone. Thank you, doctor. And I had another question from one of the male listener. He is in Australia and the girlfriend is in Canada. So what he has written is, I don't know, and I'm not too sure. And I question myself this a lot, and I hope this will stay confidential. And definitely, I'm not going to mention his identity. He was in relationship for 2 years with one of the girl, and now she has gone to Canada. And since she been there, it has been only 2 months, and she has cheated me. And while cheating, she blamed me for all what she has done. So basically, the girl from Canada, she cheated, but then she's trying to blame everything on him. So now he cannot focus on what he needs to do in day-to-day life, and he's keep on thinking about it, and he feels like he's going through the depression, and what he should do to move on his life. So he's kind of stuck in that situation. What do you think, doctor? What he should do?
So basically, as I said, it looks more of a reactive to the
Correct,
social
which we
situation.
mentioned before. Yeah.
So I believe that he is going more through towards the adjustment disorder with the depressed mood there. Yeah. On that situation, look, I haven't done the assessment. I can't comment. But in most of the cases, with the adjustment disorder, you doesn't need to be any medication.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually it goes away. Yeah. But if it persists like for a long time, then the diagnosis becomes the depression there. So
Correct.
only I can comment like whether he is going to adjustment disorder or the depression after the mental health assessment, or whether he needs to be on medication or not to be on the medication. Yeah. But in the meantime, since he's already in Australia, there's a lot of support there. He can make a mental health care plan to the GP, see a psychologist, and most of them, like not all of them, most of like few psychologists do a bulk billing, few you have to pay out of pocket there. Yeah. And then just Google, call the psychology practice. If he is happy to pay, then that's fine. If not, then look for the psychologist who does the bulk billing. Yeah, and start seeing a psychologist.
Does he need to go and see the psychologist now,
It will be
doctor?
good. Now depends on how he is coping. If the girlfriend break up, is his thinking pattern, is his mood affecting his everyday life? Is he able to function? Is he able to socialize? How is it impacting his everyday life? If it's impacting, I would recommend to see a psychologist.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
going to the
mention
GP,
that.
make a mental health care plan, and see a psychologist.
He did mention that he keeps on thinking about her and cannot move on in life. That means, looks like somehow it is impacting his day-to-day life. So go and see the GP first
Yeah,
and
and
start
make a
from there.
mental health care plan, and then see a psychologist.
Yeah. Meanwhile, before that, can he do something within himself at home, or how can he help himself before going to the GP, or if he does not have that financial situation to go and see GP, what he can do at home.
Is he a student or the
Student.
then he has to pay, right? Even the psychologist, he
Correct.
has to pay. The bulk
Correct.
billing won't be helpful
Correct.
there.
Correct.
Yeah. So in the meantime, what he can do is the same thing. What the psychologist does is they does the CBT most of the time in the depression or adjustment disorder. And I have already explained what are the things the psychologist does. It's in that CBT for Dummies there.
Correct.
Go through that book
Sure. And he, since
and
he
try
is
to
in
go through the change his thinking pattern, all these negative thoughts, all that thing that's coming, and try to go more into the positive psychology, complimenting himself, all that thing there.
like we mentioned before, thanking
Yes.
yourself, complimenting, and start writing
Yeah.
diary.
Yeah, and then becoming more interacting with the friends, all that thing, and talk with someone, friends, like disclose like what's happening, what's going through my thoughts, all that thing. Even that will help. Talking, communicating.
Yeah, sure, sure. Don't keep any issues with yourself.
Yeah.
Try to share it with someone who you trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, doctor.